Okay, this last project is going to be about graffiti. We're going to talk a little bit about it in class, but I would like you to go to graffiticreator.net unless you're able to draw it strictly on your own. But for everyone else, please go to this site, choose one of the styles from this list here. I'm just going to choose one as an example here, the flavor one at the bottom. I'm going to hit load. Now once you hit load, it's going to bring you into the next page. The next page, they all look somewhat similar. You click in this area where you type your text. So I'm going to type in Westbury, and then I'm going to hit create. After I hit create, you can individually click and move the letters around. You can change the width of the letters with the width slider, the height of the letters, and the rotation of the letters. Now once you have that done, over here on the side you see where it says filling, sides, limbs, all these different things. I don't want you to do any of these. You're going to do all of these in Illustrator. The only ones I do want you to do are background, where once you click on the background, you have to change the slider, the RGB, red, green, blue sliders on the side, so you get a color in the background that's way different than what you have here. That looks pretty good, just about like that. There's really nothing else that you need in this, so I'm going to pretty much just leave it alone from this point. Some of them do say save, but you don't even have to use that. What I'd like you to just do is on your keyboard, you're going to hit Command, Shift, and the number 4. You'll get a little target. You're going to click and drag to select yours. After you've selected, you'll see it jump to your desktop. Here it is on my desktop. This is what it looks like. Okay, then from there, you're going to open up Illustrator. After you open up Illustrator, you're going to go to File and New. Make sure it's tabloid size. We're going to make sure that it's also horizontal. We're going to hit OK. From there, you're going to go to File and Place. This is very similar to the sneaker project. You're going to find the screenshot that's on your desktop or put it in your folder. Hit Place. It's going to show up like this. Now, once it's here, you're not going to do Live Trace. This image is too fuzzy for you to use Live Trace. So what you're going to do instead is the same thing you did for the sneaker. You're going to bring down the opacity of this piece. You're going to go to Layers, lock that layer, make a new layer right on top, layer 2 here. You can double click and call it, outlines. But this is really where you're going to fill the outlines and the color. You're going to take the pen tool, no fill, black stroke, very similar to the shoe project. You're going to zoom into each piece, and I would do one letter at a time. So for this one, for example, start on the edge, click, pull. Remember, Option is your friend here. So I'll do this one pretty quickly. Now, this one has a couple of different pieces, so I'm actually going to just come up to here, cut back down. There we go. Cut across. Remember, you can always manipulate the points later to make them perfect or exactly as you want, but for now, just try to get them pretty close. So you got one right there, hold Option. This one's a little tricky because it comes all the way out to here. And I believe that this is a part of it also. Now this one I can't see behind, but I'm just going to kind of guess that it comes to about here. And then this is part of the other letter. I'm just doing the W right now. And hold Option and click back where you started. If you see that there's an extra area like this one, we can add that piece later or delete that little piece. I'll just draw it now so you can see the difference. Option again. Beautiful. Just like that. Okay. From there, you can click on these pieces. You can give them fill colors of any kind. After that, you can add any kinds of shapes that you'd like to these. For example, I can make a circle here, and a circle here, and a circle here, let's just say. And I could click on those. Let's say I make them a different color for now. Blue, right? Then I'm going to get rid of the background just for a moment so you can see what I'm doing. And already it looks pretty clean, but I can select all of these. And then if I go to my Pathfinder here and I select this one, which divides, you'll see it divides everything up so that you can actually click on this piece now. It becomes a separate piece and you can get rid of it. So the exterior ones will disappear and you only keep the interior one. So it looks like it's a part of it. You can also, like we did with the sneaker, you can click the larger pieces. You can copy and paste them. You can go to your, remember down here we have patterns, all 3 categories, different patterns, different lines, different dots. You can click on them, you can choose one, and then you can place that back over the top of the original piece. Like that, right? You have other options like this. I'll do it one more time here. We're going to go down. We're going to go to patterns. I'll go to decorative. I'll go to ornament. And I'll click on one, right? So you get this crazy, maybe this one, or I don't know, this one. And then once you put it back over the top of the old piece, remember you have your transparency slider here where you can change to any one of the number of different blending modes so you can see through it into whichever. That one doesn't work, but that one might. So depending on the color scheme that you're looking for these. If you want to draw additional lines in this, you absolutely can. I'll give you an example here. I could go like this to here, to here, to here, and then close that piece, and that becomes its own piece, which then I could do anything with. You know, I could just color a different color. You can, and then that piece by itself could just have some kind of texture or pattern in it, and then you'd move it back over the top. And I think you're getting the idea here. All right, for it. You're going to create that entire graffiti piece, writing whatever it is, your name or something. As long as it's appropriate for school, you'll be fine. We'll change this to white. Okay, that's it for the graffiti project, and then we'll print it out for you.